Hey guys, Glockster42. Well, here's my latest build. It's going to be a group build along with Storm 22 and Facility 1988. And we're doing the Chinese PLA main battle tank ZTZ99 or 99G. I don't know which one I'll do. I'll figure out when I get there. This is a big kit. It's a big box. There's a lot of plastic in here, man. There's a lot of plastic in here. But as you can check out my review, those are all the tracks. 3 pieces per link. So this is going to be no more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces per link. This is going to be a nightmare. I don't know if I want to get aftermarket. I might find some aftermarket tracks for it. I did go for an aftermarket metal barrel. It's got some photo etch in it. And I've got this 125mm smooth bore. It's actually for T72. It's L48. But I figure with a little bit of work, it should work just fine in this Chinese tank. So, let's get it rolling. Boy, this is a big tank, the ZT99G. It's huge. I've got right up to number 4 on the instruction sheet. Now I'm going to jump away from the instruction sheet right now because they'll have you put on all this little detail and all this fiddly bits and all these tiny little pieces and the photo etch and that. And then they don't get you on to tires and tracks till 10, 11, 12. Now I think that's way too far into the build. At this point right here, we've got your basics done. You want to get your road wheels and your tracks fitted. I'm putting the tracks right on complete at this point and painting it all together. So at this point right here, right after step 4, guys, I'd really recommend you jump in and put on the road wheels now. Tracks. Bronco, get your head out of your bleeping ass. What are you guys thinking? Let's see. 2 lengths of track is composed of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. 9 pieces that are virtually impossible to fit together for 2 lengths. That took me 20 minutes. 20 bleeping minutes to do that. Fuck it. I'm not even going to bother. I cheated, boys. I had a Leopard 2A6 sitting on the shelf that had actually met the floor fairly ingloriously. And I've been thinking about putting it back together and fixing it and all that. And lo and behold, the Tamiya rubber band tracks fit just beautifully on this 99 ZTG. And most of the pictures I've got of the 99 ZTG have rubber block tracks. So there you go. I've just saved myself probably whole day grief by fitting these on. Much happier. Okay, a couple gotchas on the ZTZ. These louvers on this side, they look like they go inside the louvers, but the actuators actually go on the outside of the louvers with these 2 little pegs there. So there's a gotcha. You need to watch that. And on the lights, there's a big mess up on the lights. Now this side, these are both wrong. They're showing these little notches at the 6 o'clock position. Well, these notches need to be at the 3 o'clock position, both on this light and on this light. So instead of 6, they need to be at 3 because they hook down here. And as you can see, there's the light guards there. Those little square flat notches hook up onto the inside of those light guards. So as you can see, it's both the same way. So make sure that you position the 2 knobs at the I guess the 10 and 2 position, and then the knob on the main body at the 3 o'clock position. This is a really bad kit. I couldn't recommend it at any price right this now. Bronco ZTZ99G. Built on this with Facility 1988 and Storm 22. So this is the Bronco model. I think the other boys are building the Hobby Boss kit, which I understand is a considerably better kit than this one. And from what I've seen of it so far, probably. Now I lucked out, and I had a set of tracks from an old Tamiya Leopard 2A6, and they fit absolutely perfectly because the link-to-link tracks that Bronco supplied are pretty much unbuildable. They're just a waste of plastic. And this rubber band track works just fine. So there's the hull. It's big. It's as big as a Leopard 2A6. It's probably this much taller, longer than a T64, T72. and it's bigger than I think than a T90. I'll have to bring them out and compare. But the hull's coming along nicely. I've pre-painted all the running gear in a mix of Tamiya XF67 NATO green, 50/50 to XF69 NATO black to give myself a really black green. All these Japanese and Chinese kits are listing Gunzi paints, which is all fine if you're in Europe or Asia where you can actually get Gunzi paints, but my understanding is that they have stopped importing Gunzi paints in North America since 2008. I haven't been able to get any since at least then, which is a real shame unless I want to order it from Europe or Asia. And HobbyLink Japan is out of stock, and they're pretty expensive when you start ordering it, so we'll just have to make do with Tamiya and Hobby Boss, because it's a shame because I really used to like using Gunzi. Anyway, there's the hull. It's pretty much complete. As you can see, it's got some photo etch. It's for such a big tank, it's very photo etch sparse. Like Bronco's M22 Locust has triple the photo etch that this big pig has. So anyway, there where we are now. I'm just getting started on the hull, starting to build some of the sensor arrays and all that kind of stuff on the turret. So anyway, guys, coming along nicely on this one. Thanks for storming the facility for getting this going, and I'm having lots of fun with it. PLA ZTZ99G. Group build was Storm 22 in a facility in 1988. Hull's all complete. Running gear's done. A few things on the back I haven't put on yet. I still haven't put on the auxiliary fuel tanks and drums, because honestly those things can get broken off so easily. I've decided to leave them off. This is the Bronco kit, as you know. It's okay. Probably looks like a ZTZ. They say that there's some problems with the turret shape and the hull size, but I don't know, since I don't have a real one sitting out in the backyard to go compare it to. I will just have to say that probably looks like a ZTZ. The turret builds up nice. There's not a lot, it's not all the fiddly details like you'd get on the T90s and whatnot. However, the machine gun is very poorly engineered, very poor fit, and just plain old doesn't work properly. I know it's not right. These shocks are hydraulic cylinders. They show to be positioned straight up and down, but I've seen pictures of them like this. I don't know if it's right. It's probably wrong. I know, Storm, you know more about these heavy machine guns than I do, and I don't think it's right, but the instructions were very vague and placement was pretty bad. Nice detail in the muzzle brake. They've done that nicely with the hollow barrel at the end, which is kind of nice. So this Bronco kit does have its pluses and it has its minuses as well. I've gone on at length about the tracks, so I'm not going to bitch and moan about tracks anymore. Other than that, there's a little bit of flash, there's some filling in a few pieces. Some of the stuff has a lot of sinkholes and all that kind of stuff, so it's coming along. There's a few other spots, a few other things left to be put on it. The barrel is filled. The applique armor didn't fit so great at the front, but you know what, I'm not sure how tight a fit these should have anyway. So we'll just go with what it's coming out of the kit. References on these, there's a few pictures of them. There's not that many. But I've got a little vignette setting in mind for this. And hopefully I can get it done here shortly. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in.